everybody, how are we doing? It's Team of the Year Vote Day. Woo! You absolutely love to see it. So, let's quickly get this ready to go, because it is very, very nearly time. Team of the Year voting starts today. You absolutely love to see it. Right. Oh dear, that fell. So, updates on a couple of things. One, look at this lovely little, look at that thumbnail. Isn't that impressive? We have a little schedule. Earlier today, icon stat reveal went up on TikTok Shorts and everything like that. Earlier today, the Foot Champ Centurion Challenge video went up today. Later today, Team of the Year My Votes video will go up on TikTok Shorts and Insta. Tomorrow, you got a couple of TikToks and stuff coming, including 83x25s. Thursday, we've got an icon roulette. Friday, we've got a big Centurion pack as well, and hopefully the Road to Glory return. So there's a lot happening. There's a lot happening. But today is the all-important Team of the Year Vote Day, where we see what the sheep, aka Twitter, all end up voting for. I'm intrigued. I'm also worried, because people vote for nonsense every year. Ben, hello. How's it going? Everyone on YouTube. Andrew, Shane, Antony, David, Ben, Riley. Hello. Hope you're doing fantastical. And again, thank you very much for taking some time out of your day to tune in. I very much appreciate it. If you do enjoy today's stream, make sure you hit the thumbs up. If you're on YouTube, make sure you sub if you're new. If you're on TikTok, smash those likes and get some comments in there, because apparently that helps in getting more and more people into the streams. Kieran, hello, how are you doing? PTG, I'm doing fantastic, sir. What about yourself? How is your Tuesday going? I've been so incredibly productive today. And this year, to be honest, I've had a really productive year so far. Hoping that that can continue. And hoping that the positivity around basically everything can continue. Not necessarily, like, I'm not expecting every single day to be insanely positive in terms of like growth and stream numbers and everything like that. But I don't care. I want to try and take the positives out of each day and each opportunity and scenario, which may sound cringe and cheesy, but I don't care, because it's making me feel a lot better each day. So I'm doing it. You're going to stay until around 5-ish, then you need to do some revision. Nice. Enjoy. Probably won't. What should you do with 15 winter wildcard swaps? I'm not even sure what you can do with 15 WW swaps. Swaps. 15. I mean, you could do an 85 times 10. Could open that up. Could save it for Team of the Year. Could do a Winter Wildcards player pick. 1 of 5. I saw someone get St. Maximan in one of those yesterday. I've also seen people get absolute garbage. So, take it with a pinch of salt. Am I voting for who should be there or what's going to be best for FIFA? I'm going to vote for who I think should get it. Because we all know that what's best for FIFA is what will win. Because of the people that just vote for the cards that will be best to play with. So, I will vote for what I think it should be. What team do I support? Leicester City! We are most likely going to get battered later tonight at 8 PM by Newcastle. It's not going to go well, I'm afraid. It's not going to go well. Jacob, hey, I'm doing fantastic. Bailey, hello as well. You'll be here till 4:10, then you got to go as well. That is all good. No worries. As I say, if you haven't already seen it, then I did upload the Champs Challenge for the Foot Centurions earlier today. So if you want to check that out, then you can go to, obviously, the YouTube channel and watch it. It's like a 9-minute video, so an easy watch. What is this? Oh, okay. Between 85 times 10 or 84 plus picks and something else. Yeah, it's tricky, obviously, to decide what to use tokens on. Did anyone else do this SBC after I finished my stream yesterday? And if so, what did you get? Because I kept having a little nosy on Twitter and did not see good stuff coming out of this. It didn't seem like it was just like the first hour or so was dreadful and then it got great. It just looked like it was continuously meh. But maybe some of you guys packed some absolute monsters. And if so, hit me. What did you get? 88 Desai. That's pretty good. Van Persie mid. That is mid. The vote will be starting in 5 minutes. World Cup Petit. 91 Cannavaro. Eusebio World Cup. I find it hard to believe all of you actually got good stuff. Just because the stuff we opened was terrible. But I mean, if this is true, then fair play. World Cup icon Dalglish 91. Dalglish got a World Cup. Saving fodder for Riyadh. Nice. Struggling to find more tokens. Spent 18 and have 2. Where else are they? You probably missed some SBCs or missed some objectives because they all came out. We had 25. And then extra bonus ones in the store. We don't talk about that icon pack. 88 Zanetti, 91 Mateus, 89 Beckham. Some hits, some misses. 87 Lam, 89 Blanc. I feel like most of the people that commented on either like the TikTok, the Reel, or the Short got screwed. There were some people that were like, oh yeah, I got World Cup R9. Like, yeah. I'm sure you did. I'm definitely sure you did. You got Vieri. Yikes. Your mate got Piol. Piol. I guess I should probably start doing this, shouldn't I? Because I've got so many dupes. Really enjoyed the Ad Basketball game vid. Honestly, that was really fun. And I have actually played it since doing the video. It was good. I don't know how often I'll end up playing it, but I kept it installed because I did enjoy it. And it kind of actually makes me want to try out 2K properly. Right. So let's put in our first batch of these guys into that SB Sizzle. Pack Prime Vieira last weekend, tradable. Dirty cheat. Have I read the Antony Horowitz books yet? No, I have not. That is very optimistic of you. There's 4 of them. I haven't started them, no, because I've been so insanely productive this year so far, but in different aspects. For example, first off, I sorted all of my clothes. All of them. Fully sorted. Then, I've been productive in terms of making TikToks, videos, streams, and everything like that. I need to finish off the rest of the tidying and sorting, but then I also want to do the video stuff and everything like that. So, I'm stuck right now. Not doing any SBCs or anything, saving to pack Team of the Year Mbappe. Interesting. Your mate got Puyol, you got Hadji, you got Czech. Oh dear. Friday next week is when Team of the Year starts being released in packs, but voting begins in 2 minutes. Opinions on Okocha. Okocha, I mean, I can't say I've actually used him this year. I cannot say that I have, but I would definitely like to be honest with you. Caceres. You go in there. I'm assuming that these actually count. Cucho Hernandez. You got Bergkamp. The thing is, some of these guys aren't bad, but it completely depends on your club and what you have. Like, if you already have an absolute mega squad, someone like Bergkamp is irrelevant to you. Whereas to people that don't really have that much in their club, they'd probably be pretty happy with Bergkamp. Galeno. How to vote for Team of the Year. I will show you in 1 minute once it is possible to do so. Let me just very quickly do this. Oh no. Very quickly finish off this one SBC. And then I will get on over to EA's Twitter and show you exactly how to do your vote and who I am voting for. I'm assuming that they will put a tweet out. And then we have a Bruma right there. Which is that. Why is my door opening itself? Goodness me. Right, so there's some of our dupes used. Now, let's get on over to the Twitter side of things, because it should now be Team of the Year vote time. Thank you very much, everybody. For anyone that has hit the thumbs up so far on Twitter, I appreciate it. Ooh. Avenged Sevenfold are headlining a load of... Oh, why are they not at download, man? Why are they only doing stuff in America? Right, where is EA's tweets? EA tweets. Where are you? EA Sports FIFA. Here we go, everybody. It's time. Let me move you over here. I am from the UK. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right. Who deserves their spot in hashtag Team of the Year? Vote now and help decide the world's best. I'm going to record that. I'm also going to... Oh, no, that's fine. Right, here we go. Phil Jones is the GOAT, you say? That's interesting. Vote now and help decides the world's best. Team of the Year vote time. Here we go. Let's see then, EA. What have you got for us? F11 it. So, Team of the Year. About Team of the Year. Let's see. Following an incredible 12 months of football, we've shortlisted the world's best 11 top footballers. Now it's over to you to help decide the best 11. The Team of the Year will be announced later in January, with special items earning boosted ratings to celebrate their inclusion. Okay, so we obviously know all of the nominees from yesterday. And now it is time. So, have your say on the world's best. Vote now and help to decide the Team of the Year. So, goalkeepers. We have Courtois, Kerbal, Mainan, Alisson, Edison, Szczesny, Trapp, and Bunu. I think this one is pretty clear. I think the keeper has to be Thibaut Courtois this year. He was with Benzema last season. Their two best players were Benzema and Courtois. Comfortably. It's coming from someone that watches a lot of La Liga. And he was also pivotal in winning the Champions League for them. I mean, the one of the only goalies to get like man of the match or whatever in a Champions League final ever. I think it was like the third or something like that. I think Van der Sar had one, and maybe it was like Oliver Kahn. I can't remember exactly. But he was unbelievable. And so I think Courtois has to be in there this year. Now, defenders. This is an interesting one. Turtle, cheers for following. Thank you anyone that follows on TikTok, anyone that spams the likes, anyone that likes on YouTube. I love you. And if you subscribe on YouTube, I love you even more. We uploaded our new video earlier today. So if you are on TikTok and you haven't seen our Foot Champs Centurions Challenge, it's now live on YouTube. Go and check it out. Subscribe whilst you're over there. The road to 100k subs, we're making our way towards it. Okay. It's not about right now, it's about the whole year. Yes. Exactly. Which is a bit odd considering some of the players that they've put in. Like, they've put in some people, like Otamendi, purely because of the World Cup, when he never would have been a part of this over the whole year. So it's a bit bizarre. I think over the whole year, Cancelo was absolutely phenomenal. Last season, he was probably the best fullback in the world. And so I think Cancelo has to be in here, even if this season he's not quite hit the same heights as last year so far. And I think he has to go left back. I mean, you can have, like, you could have 4 fullbacks if you wanted to. You could have 4 fullbacks. And then the question is, do I go with... How many fullbacks do I go with? Reece James has been amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's just a shame for him that he got that injury later in the year, which obviously ruled him out of the World Cup and has cut him out of a chunk of this Premier League season so far. Chelsea looks so much better when he is playing. So I think Reece James is obviously an option here. The other fullback choice that I would potentially go with is Theo Hernandez. Now, I don't watch as much Serie A, but I have been watching more. And I've obviously seen him in European competitions, and then for the World Cup, he didn't even start at first because his brother was starting ahead of him somehow. And then he came in and did really well for France. You've also got Hakimi here, who, good for PSG, really, really good in the World Cup. So I think this, if you're going with 2 fullbacks, I think this is the hardest choice, maybe out of the whole team, is choosing these. Tim, you're Arsenal bias, I don't care. The website, it's EA's website. It's EA's website. You find it through their Twitter and stuff like that. So, isn't it last year, so not including the World Cup? I didn't realise the World Cup didn't happen in 2022. When was that? When was that? I think, because I've already got a left back, I'm not switching Cancelo to right back. I don't think I'd put Theo in. So I think it's then between Reece James and Hakimi. I'm not even actually sure. Let me quickly do this, because I don't know if I did it for like the little clip. Last season, no. Why do you think that this is team of the season? This is team of the year. The year is 2022. Team of the season is for the season. What are you talking about? Right, okay, so yeah. Over the course of the whole year, I think Cancelo has to go in here. Phenomenal, probably best fullback in the world, at least up until this season, where he's not been quite as good, but still baller. Okay, that'll do for the little clip. Then, I'd like to go for Reece James, but he's had injuries, which has kept him out for longer. So we're going with Hakimi for right back. Very good for PSG. Phenomenal in the World Cup for a lesser nation as well. Let's whack Hakimi in. Why not? Emerson Royale if he was there. Or Timothy Castagne. Why is he not in the vote? Why is he not in there? Trippier. I feel like this season, Trippier has been fantastic so far. Obviously didn't play in every game in the World Cup. And also, last season wasn't hitting the heights that he has this season so far. He was good, don't get me wrong, but yeah. Again, Reece James, if Reece James hadn't got his injuries this year, I think he'd be in. Because he probably would have started every game at the World Cup. He probably would have been smashing it for Chelsea this season as well. Because he's so good. But the fact that he's been out really costs him, sadly. Sadly. I'm clueless. Oh no. A random person on the internet disagrees with my vote. Grrr! Terrible. Gah. No ball knowledge. No ball knowledge at all. But I am going to do it like this. Okay. How's Alaba not in there? Alaba should be in there. A lot of people are saying, where is Rudiger? Rudiger has been good for Real Madrid, but not as good as Alaba. Alaba should 100% be in here. He should be in there ahead of Eder Militao. Regardless of anyone else that's in these votes, he should be in there ahead of him. At least in my opinion. I think Alaba... I genuinely think if Alaba was in these, he'd have an argument to be pushing towards the team. Is it bad to not take the Team of the Year seriously and just choose whoever you want? No. Of course it's not bad. Because you've got to think, right? A lot of people that do this vote purely will go with, oh, okay, Marquinhos is the best in FIFA. Eder Militao is the best in FIFA. I'll go with them. Midfielders, oh, Bellingham will be the best for FIFA. Oh, I like Fekir. Let me vote for him. Like, the average person that does their vote will do it based on who they want to get a card in FIFA, not who they think deserves it. So it doesn't really matter. I like to put who I think deserves it because I like to try and give reasons for it. And I know it won't matter because the vast majority of people probably wouldn't choose Hakimi because of like how good he actually is in real life, but because he's fast and plays for PSG on FIFA. You are blind. What about Martinez in goal? No. If Martinez goes in goal, then Amrabat's going in the Team of the Year midfield. It's EA's website. Choose Otamendi because World Cup because you said it is World Cup only. What? It's the... Guys, do you understand? So why aren't you picking Alisson then when he won the World Cup? What? If Martinez doesn't get in, then you can't put Messi in. What? Okay. Militao. No, Alaba should be there over Militao. He can't go in. Can't get in. First FIFA without Ronaldo as a team of the year. Mm-hmm. Acuna had a great World Cup. No. Messi only won the World Cup. He had a dreadful last season. User 1 doesn't watch football. Rudiger isn't a nominee. How'd you get on the website? Click the link from Twitter and go on the website. Right, so, centre-backs. What do we think? Marquinhos, Thiago Silva, not Militao, Ruben Diaz. Ruben Diaz doesn't even play anymore. Man City's bizarre, isn't it? Like, they go one season without, like, Laporte and say that's the reason that like, they didn't win the league that year. Ruben Diaz is like the best centre-back in the world, and then, oh, no, we don't need him anymore. It's fine. We'll play someone else instead. Pep roulette, exactly. You hate people who only go off of stats. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Man City surely do a roulette on who plays. Yeah. He's injured. He might be injured right now, but he's been dropped. Well, not necessarily dropped, because again, with Pep, you don't necessarily get dropped, you just get rotated. There's a difference between, oh, you've been terrible, you're out the team, compared to, okay, you've been decent, let's play someone else for a couple of games. It's a bit like Foden. Foden hasn't started the last couple of games. Grealish has, and Riyad's been playing. And then give it 3 more games, Foden will be back in. It's just the way Man City play. It's pretty mad. Frankie, we'll get rid of you in a second if you don't keep spamming. I don't know ball, says Jack. Oh no. Jack, I'm going to tell you right now, not everybody has the same opinions when it comes to football. I've given my reasons why I've not gone for Reece James. Right, so, Marquinhos. Thiago Silva has been phenomenal for Chelsea. I mean, you know that he's been amazing when they sign all these mega centre-backs and everything like that. He still is the guy in the team. Like, Koulibaly, since signing for Chelsea, is it too extreme to say Koulibaly's flopped so far? He looks all over the place. Confident for the quarterfinal tonight? No, I think we will get absolutely battered. We lost 3-0 at home to Newcastle. We are now away at Newcastle. I have no reason to think that we won't get battered tonight. Rudiger is not there. The website is EA's. Celtic or Rangers, couldn't care less. I care about Leicester and Barca. That's literally it. So, as it stands, Marquinhos, Thiago Silva's tempting. What else we got? Otamendi. He was good for 7 games. Definitely deserves Team of the Year. Some people will probably say Tomori. Tomori's good. I do feel, though, that Tomori gets... I feel like Tomori gets overrated by English people that have never watched him play. Because he's good on FIFA, they think he should be starting every game for England. I mean, he is inarguably better than some of the players that get picked ahead of him. But if he wasn't fast on FIFA, I feel like a lot of people wouldn't care about him. But he is good. Trippier, Van Dijk, Gvardiol. Gvardiol is an absolute monster. Koundé, no. Romero, I do like Romero a lot. He is very good. Spurs, though, just... I'm not sure he's done quite enough yet to warrant Team of the Year. This... Right, okay. Number one. I'm going with Marquinhos. Although, he does have a bit of a mistake in him in big games. Like the big Champions League games. There are times where he makes mistakes and it comes down to him. But I don't think this is as easy as it is. Thing is, didn't know about Gvardiol before the World Cup. A lot of people will have never heard about Gvardiol before the World Cup. And the Bundesliga is, out of the top 5 leagues, the league that I watch the least of. And so I don't know what he's like week in, week out. I've seen him in the Champions League a decent amount. And obviously, the World Cup, he was amazing. But I don't know week in, week out whether he is absolutely smashing it. Because if I do watch Bundesliga, then it'll be Bayern or Dortmund. That's about it. Your opinion doesn't matter. FIFA's already picked the Team of the Year. This is true. Sadly, this is all true. You went with Gvardiol and Silva, Van Dijk and Koulibaly. Frimpong. The thing is, the amount of people that will say put Frimpong that have never watched him play, but they know Danny Aarons likes him, so they'll vote for him. Maybe he has a chance of getting in, which is mad. So, I think Marquinhos... Yeah, he does make a couple of mistakes, but I think in general he is just very solid whenever I watch him play. Some of the recovery tackles and stuff he does are outstanding. I think this is hard. I think Thiago Silva potentially has to go in here. Rudiger isn't in there. It's not like one vote could do something. Yeah, which is why I don't just do it instantly. We like to have a discussion and a conversation about why I think certain players could go in there and couldn't. In reality, my vote does not matter. It will be the 11 most popular players in FIFA, they'll get in. So it will be Marquinhos, because people will want him to link up with Team of the Year Mbappe and Hakimi, regardless of whether he actually deserves it or not. So, yeah. The fact he's still so good at his age, and one of the reasons why Chelsea have, at times, had a good defence. Absolute leader, icon. I want to put Thiago Silva in here, which I can't believe I'm saying in 2023. But he is one of the Premier League's best centre-backs at like 38 or something. And is one of the only things holding Chelsea away from being like 15th or something stupid. I think I have to put him in. Just because I don't think anyone here has been absolutely outstanding. Van Dijk's not at the level that he was. Otherwise, he'd just be insta in. Koulibaly has been a fraud. Eder Militao shouldn't be there ahead of Alaba. If Alaba was there, I'd probably have him in. Ruben Diaz. I think we go with the 2 Brazilians. You can't not put Van Dijk in. I can, though. He just isn't what he was before. See, Romero... Courtois really, Bunu's better. There's someone that watched the World Cup. Your vote doesn't matter. You know the crazy thing? My vote doesn't matter, yet everyone's opinion on my vote apparently does. Mihai, I disagree. You'd pick Alaba as well, but Militao still makes it. You think? Jay, oh dear. How do you vote? You go on EA's website. Van Dijk was great last year. I don't know if I agree. Not that he like wasn't. Surely for you it's Theo and Cancelo right back. I mean, if you want to choose 2 left backs, then that's fine. Cancelo hasn't been great so far this season, but last season I think he was the best fullback in the world. So I think he has to be in there. EA is going to bring out the team that will sell the most FIFA points. Yep, it's true. Trippier over Hakimi. Well, the dream here, Militao was in the starting 11 when they won the Champions League. I know, but was also in the defence that let so many shots fly at Thibaut Courtois, which is why he's in the team, because he was the one that saved them, not the centre-backs. I kind of want to put Marquinhos. I kind of want to put Romero. But the thing is, he did miss... I feel like he was out for Spurs for a while. I feel like he got an injury that kept him out for a while. Maybe from, I don't know, like a couple of months at the start of last year. I love him. I just don't know if I can warrant... We'll come back to the other centre-back, okay? We'll go midfielders. Because I just don't know. You need Trippier, I swear. Romero was out for 2 months-ish, pretty sure. That's what I'm thinking. Why Thiago Silva? Please explain. Because he is still one of the best centre-backs in the Premier League. Comfortably. And is in a struggling Chelsea side, yet he is the defender that you rely on. They've brought in mega money signings in people like Cucurella. Fofana obviously got an injury. Koulibaly, etc. And yet he's still the guy that is the main man at the back for them. And the most reliable, and just doesn't look like he's aging. He's like 38 still and still balling out as if he's way younger than that. And I feel like he's underappreciated. I feel like a lot of people don't watch football in the same way that I do, where I try and... Like, for example, I feel like some defenders won't get the credit that they deserve because they aren't making... How's Rudiger not nominated? Rudiger, Alaba could easily be in there, but they're not. I think Alaba's been better than Rudiger. You just want meta players on FIFA instead of players who deserve it. I have Thiago Silva in here. What? What do you mean? That doesn't make any sense. If I wanted the most meta players on FIFA, I'd instantly pick, like, probably like Koundé or Militao and Marquinhos. How are people questioning Courtois pick? Because they don't watch La Liga that much. People don't understand how good Courtois was last season. He is, along with Benzema, their best player. Right, we're doing midfielders because we'll decide the other centre-back in a minute. Thiago Silva will be good with the team of the year, will he not? Callum, I don't understand your logic. You're saying that Thiago Silva is a meta player on FIFA because he'll be good with a team of the year. Every single person that gets a team of the year will be good. That logic doesn't make any sense. Right, okay. So, even though he stunk out the World Cup, Kevin De Bruyne has to be in here. He has to be in there. I feel like that is the easiest choice in midfield comfortably. Now, this is where it gets a bit harder. It's just EA's Team of the Year vote. You can find it very, very easily. Romero holds Spurs together if you want to put Silva in for that reason. I know. It's tricky for me. Duos should have been Tomori and Militao if you think otherwise you only watch BPL. As I've said, I watch a ton of Real Madrid. Alaba and Rudiger should be nominees, but they're not. They come out next Friday. Cancelo over Robertson. Yeah, 100%. Don't know how people are complaining at Thiago Silva. Because you will never, ever get... There is no vote that I can do here. So you're Madrid bias. No, I'm a Barcelona fan. I just don't have bias. I try and be as fair as I possibly can. So the fact that you're saying I have Madrid bias literally proves that I don't. I've been a Barca supporter for 20 years. So, yikes on that one. Yeah, the thing is, it doesn't matter who I put in here. There is no team where everybody will agree with it. And that is one of the great parts about Team of the Year, because it also... it causes a lot of arguments. It causes a lot of discussions. It's intriguing, to say the least. So, there's a couple of players to choose between here. And I feel like this is hard. Bellingham has come on leaps and bounds to become this just outrageous player. He has a shout. Pedri, not quite. Rodri. There is no way that Rodri makes it into the team in terms of, like, who's actually voted for. But Rodri is phenomenal. I wish we had, like, 5 midfield choices so I could put him in. I'm on YouTube and TikTok. So if you want to see, like, the full screen and everything in a bit, like, better resolution and everything like that, then you can come on over to YouTube. Subscribe if you want to see daily streams, videos, and shorts. Thank you. We're on the road to 100k subs. We need your help. Thank you. We're nearly there. We've got less than 6k to go. What about Bunu? I don't think you can put someone in based on purely the World Cup. I am from the UK. My name on YouTube is the same as my name on here, Birdie X94X. For example, someone like Martinez, there is no way in hell that anybody... It should be based off 21-22 season. That's the team of the season. This is the team of the year. 2022. Blue, that's because there's a lot of conversations. Hi from TikTok. Hello. So, yeah, someone like Bunu or Emi Martinez, nobody in the world would have been saying that they would have had a chance at Team of the Year without, like, 7 games in the World Cup or 6 games or something like that. If you had a great year and then a great World Cup, that's different. That's very different. It just adds to your eligibility to be picked. But for example, someone like, where is he? Where is he? Where the hell is he? Amrabat, right? Most people had never even heard of Amrabat before the World Cup. And yet there will genuinely be people out there that vote for him because he played good for 7 games and they've never seen him play in their life other than those 7 games. Jamie, how come? Casemiro did have a good year. You said you're the favourite streamer, but you had to unsub. Why? Why? So, the people that I think have a chance here. Casemiro's been really good. Valverde has had an amazing year for Madrid. Really good year. Odegaard. Modric has a very good shout of being in here. Also played really well in the World Cup on top of having another really good season with Real Madrid. Mane was awesome for Liverpool. But since he's gone to Bayern, it's not quite hitting the same heights. I feel like... I feel like Mane misses out. Kroos, I love Tony Kroos. I think he's an amazing player. Like the way that he plays the game and just makes everything look so easy is phenomenal. But I don't think he's had an outstanding year to put him in Team of the Year. So for me, we've got Rodri, Modric, Bellingham, Valverde. Maybe Mane. I feel like Mane's just lost his place, though. Kroos is very underrated. Saka, or give your thoughts anyway. No. If you're a Barca fan, why don't you put Pedri in? Because I'm not biased. To me, there's no point in ever having conversations and discussions about football if you're going to be biased. So for me, any conversation that involves Leicester or Barca, I don't let the fact that they're... How's that biased his class? Because he hasn't been Team of the Year worthy. If you put a player in purely because you support the club, even if they haven't been good enough, that is obviously bias. I think I'm going to go with Modric here. Just ahead of Valverde, because they both had really good years for Real Madrid, but Modric also showed up in the World Cup more so than Valverde. And he's also doing it at an older age, which is more impressive. So, we're going with Luka Modric alongside Kevin De Bruyne. Now, this is hard. Because if you look at this, you've got 2 centre mids, maybe slightly more attacking. And then, this looks like it should be a DM here, right? Casemiro or Rodri for that position, if it's a DM. Bellingham as well. This is why I want 5 midfielder slots. 3 isn't enough. There's too many midfield options for 3 slots. What has Rodri done? Been phenomenal for City. Saka, the only right answer. It doesn't matter whether a player has won stuff in terms of how good they've been. If Haaland scores 70 goals in 2023, but they don't win any trophies, he can still get in Team of the Year because he scored 70 goals. Enzo Fernandez is an option as well. Again, I don't... how you have to look at it, prediction for Leicester game, we'll lose 4-0 tonight. It matters in Team of the Years. I don't think so. So then why can't Martinez get in it? Because I don't think he's been anywhere near as good. Got to take the World Cup into consideration. You do, but it's not the be-all and end-all. Otherwise, this changes. You say worst ball knowledge known to mankind? Coming from the guy that said I should put Pedri into the Team of the Year because I support Barcelona. Oh dear. How do you vote? You go to EA's Twitter or their website, click the link, and you can go and put in your vote. If you do enjoy the stream, by the way, make sure if you're on YouTube that you hit the thumbs up. And if you want to see more streams, videos, and shorts, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you are on TikTok and you're enjoying it, make sure you spam those likes if you want to see more. Then we're streaming pretty much every day. Make sure you hit that follow button. If you want to come on over to YouTube, that's where we're uploading normal length videos, like 8 to 10 minutes. We've got our shorts, which are similar to TikToks, and streams, obviously in a more full resolution and layout than you have on here. So, you can go on over to YouTube. My name is BirdieX94X on there as well. It's exactly the same. And if you want to sub, that'd be amazing. We're on the road to 100k. We need as much help as possible. We're about 6k people away. No Pedri from a Barca fan. Correct. People in these comments are so unhinged. People get very angry because someone has a different opinion than them. I try and at least explain my opinions rather than just saying, no, you're all wrong. This is right. Grr. But a lot of people don't do that. So, again, Rodri, Mane, I just feel fell off. I feel like he was definitely on track for Team of the Year, but fell off. Maybe if he was down as a forward, he would have had a chance. Don't know. Rodri, Bellingham, Casemiro. Who do I go for out of those? And then you'll have people that join the stream after I put one of those three in that say, oh, where's the other two? We had a 10-minute discussion deciding on them. Casemiro's been underrated for a long time. As has Kroos, in my opinion. I feel like Modric has got more ratings than Casemiro and Kroos did in that Real Madrid midfield for years. He's been really good for Man U. He's actually come up with some clutch goals as well. And I can't believe people were saying that it wasn't an unreal signing at the time, when, for anyone that watched Madrid basically every week, they would know that Casemiro was going to come in and make a difference. Do I put him in over Rodri, though? Rodri's average match is so high. So good. Gary, yeah, this is true, but I feel like he was number one by far. Again, Kroos, I really, really like Kroos. Who are you going to use in game between Rodri and Bellingham? I don't care. Like, I could do another vote on like another account or something that is based on who I would want the most to get them in FIFA, but that's not what I'm doing here. I'm trying to do it based on my football opinions, who I think should get in there. So, I feel like Bellingham will be in 2023 without a shadow of a doubt. I don't think it'll even be close. But oh, it's so hard. To me, it's pretty much a bit of a coin flip between Casemiro and Rodri. I'm going Rodri. He's so good. He's so good. Right, forwards. Where are they? Forwards, Messi, Mbappe. Now who do we choose for the third one? Darwin Nunez? United haven't conceded a goal while Varane and Casemiro have both been on the pitch. Is that actually true? Wait, what? You put Messi? Mm-hmm. Nunez is obviously a joke. A lot of people will say that Messi shouldn't be in Team of the Year because they didn't watch him last season. The same people that say that, like they'll give reasons for other players that are, like, based on, oh, if you watch them every single week, you'll know how good they are. But then they'll say, oh, no, Messi shouldn't be in it. Messi, for his outrageous standards, didn't get as many, like, numbers as he obviously has previously. But he was still smashing it. Got a ton of assists. And his shooting was basically just a little bit off. He hit, like, the woodwork more than anybody else. He was so close to getting so many more goals. He obviously was unbelievable at the World Cup and ran most of the games. The first person to score in every round of the World Cup, wins player of the tournament, and also this season for PSG has been insane in terms of numbers. He has to be there. He has to be there. You say Messi had 7 good games? Again, if you haven't watched them throughout the year, then that's fine. But don't make it out as if you have. And right? Mbappe obviously smashed it last season for PSG. Gets top goal scorer at the World Cup. Is smashing it this season at PSG. Comes down to the last one. Now the question is, what do you value more? Just outright goal scoring? If so, your man Erling Haaland is sat right there. Or do you feel like you have to put in, where is he? The Ballon d'Or winner in Kareem the Dream. I feel like Benzema felt like he was a lock for Team of the Year up until this season. He was so good last year. Or last season. So good. So good. Hence why he won the Ballon d'Or. He was phenomenal. But then obviously didn't end up playing in the World Cup. This season, he's not been as ruthless as he was last year. Haaland, on the other hand, was obviously smashing it for Dortmund. Couldn't take part in the World Cup and is now setting insane records for Man City. I think whoever doesn't get in the Team of the Year between Haaland and Benzema gets the 12th man. So I don't think it really matters, to be honest, between who gets this, because I think the other one will get it anyway. So, I think Benzema over Haaland because he was so good. And people that didn't watch Real Madrid throughout their season, they may see the numbers and see that obviously he scored a lot of goals and stuff like that. But he was just unstoppable. Just unstoppable. Yeah, we can do that. It doesn't matter, does it? It doesn't matter which position they're in the team. Casemiro or Rodri should be 12th man. The 12th man is like always the 4th forward that doesn't make it. Max, exactly. Why no mention of Lewandowski, by the way? Because I feel like it was easier for Lewandowski. Obviously, like his Casemiro over Salah. What? Casemiro is a midfielder, Salah's a forward. You couldn't even put one in over the other. What? Lewandowski should also be in shouts. Nkunku has had an outrageous 2022. Like, the thing is, ideally, you want a starting 11 and subs, and then I think all the contentious decisions are evened out. Because regardless of whether you put them in the starting 11 or subs, the Team of the Year squad, I feel, is probably pretty easy to choose. But it's the fact that someone joins the stream this very second and says, "You've got Rodri over Casemiro. What are you doing?" When we've talked about it for like 15 minutes of, God, this is so difficult to decide. And then you basically have to flip a coin between certain players in different positions and stuff like that. So it's not as simple as, oh yeah, I instantly just chose every single one of these players. EA doesn't listen anyway. Thomas, I hope it's a joke. It's Team of the Year, not last month. Positions needed switching. You were just staring at the wrongness, thinking that needed changing. Yeah. You don't want to play against Team of the Year Haaland, so you really hope he doesn't get one. EA fixed the vote to put Neymar in instead. Finally, some Thiago Silva recognition. Don't say that. You'll get everyone hating on you like they have done for me. Don't do it. But if you're late to the stream, then it's not that bad if someone asks why you made the decisions. That's fine. However, if someone joins the stream right now and asks, "Oh, okay, interesting choice. You went with Rodri here. Why did you go with that?" That's very different to someone joining the stream and saying, "What the hell are you doing? How have you not got this guy?" It's much more confrontational rather than, "Oh, interesting. That's different than my thoughts. How come you've done that?" And that opens up a conversation and a discussion rather than trying to start an argument. Explain Rodri. I feel like if you watch Man City a lot, then you will understand why Rodri is in this team. He runs games and basically never has a bad performance. The guy had a dodgy first season with Man City where he just wasn't... He didn't slot into the system that well. But nowadays, my goodness, he is fantastic. He runs games, he wins the ball back all the time, progresses the ball forwards with ease, has so much composure, his passing range is phenomenal. He is just... he's so sick. Casemiro does that times 10. It's basically a coin flip between Rodri and Casemiro for me. Someone said Fabinho. They must have like been thinking of last Team of the Year, maybe. Not this one. Valverde's been really, really good. Really good. Won't Van Dijk or Militao be over Thiago Silva? I think Thiago Silva is one of the most underappreciated players in the Prem. And I feel like the comments today, after putting him in, back me up on that. Valverde, again, sort of close with Modric, but I think it's more impressive for Modric to be doing... Like, if two players are doing the same thing, if one is like 38 and the other's 24, I feel like it's more impressive for Modric to be doing it at his age, the consistency, the longevity, and also he had a better World Cup, which maybe just edges him. But Valverde's been amazing. Because Rodri's first season he was centre-back with Fernandinho isn't a centre-back. Well, Fernandinho played centre-back so that Rodri could play DM. Van Dijk got to 3 finals and minutes away from league. It's team of the year, not team of the last few months. I know. But just because a team did well, that doesn't mean that someone that was in that team was automatically incredible. You would have said Davies over Cancelo. I feel like Cancelo has to be in here because at least like this season he's not been quite as good, but I don't think the others have been phenomenal. Whereas last season I think he was like basically everyone was saying like best fullback in the world. He was so unbelievably good that I feel like even though he's dipped a bit, he still gets in. Why is Messi there? Because Messi this season has been phenomenal. Messi in the World Cup was comfortably the best player. And Messi last season was overhated by people that don't actually watch PSG games and think that because he didn't score 73 goals that he wasn't good. Even though he ran games, got an absolute ton of assists, was unlucky with the amount of woodwork hits he got in terms of not getting goals. The guy was still sick. People just didn't watch him and therefore didn't realise how good he was. Trippier joined at the start of the year at 19th and captained the team to 3rd. Trippier's been good. I feel like right back, to me, is hard. If Reece James hadn't got injured, I feel like he would probably be there because he would have most likely started each game at the World Cup and probably would have been really good there, and that could have cemented him. But his injuries... Talking about hitting the post is stupid. Well, no, I'm talking about the fact that yes, he didn't score as many goals as you'd potentially expect, but it wasn't as if he wasn't like getting in positions and playing poorly and stuff like that and not having shots. If that makes sense. Who next to Silva? This is the hard part. I need to decide my final one. Lincoln this season, yes. Last season, he was good, but I don't think that he'd be Team of the Year worthy. 12th man, what do you think? Haaland. Haaland, like, in terms of 12th men, the only people that would sell more packs... The people that would sell more packs the most would be Neymar or Haaland. And I think they go with Haaland. So, yeah, this last one is hard for me. Marquinhos is great. It's tempting to put in Militao, even though I don't think he should be there. If Alaba was an option, I'd pick him. Rudiger could be a nominee. I'm not sure how Militao is the only one that they've chosen here. Casemiro was in a coin flip with Rodri. You don't even think Messi should be in just because he won the World Cup? That's not why he's in. I literally just explained it about a minute or two ago. Oh, I can scroll to the right so you can see more defenders. Here you go. So, yeah, Militao, Marquinhos, Diaz... To be honest, I would be tempted to put in someone like Trippier or whatever, but I want to do it as a back four. So I do want a centre-back here. I like Romero a lot. But let me fact-check myself, because in my head, Christian Romero, did he miss an absolute ton of games? See, he played 22 games last season. When did he get injured? Oh, this probably won't answer it. Christian Romero. Injury. He missed 3 weeks there. But I thought he got injured earlier in the year, no? Injury. Why can't Transfermarkt just work? That would make this significantly easier. Fine. Doesn't want to work. It's broken currently. Oh, so it's not just mine. MK, cheers. This man gets his knowledge from highlights. It doesn't make any sense, though. You can't pick Thiago Silva and Rodri if you base your team of the year on highlights. Come on. He was injured for the month leading up to the World Cup. Yeah, but I swear he got injured earlier in the season as well, no? I don't know. Maybe it was early last season. And so it was like October through December last. Like, not just gone, but the one before. I'm not sure. Araujo has been such a difference maker for Barca. He's unbelievable. Yeah. He's very, very good. He was injured around October, November before Conte got there. Right. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking of. Do I not think Emi Martinez has done enough? No. Mbappe over Haaland is a robbery. World Cup merchant. Why are you ignoring the fact that he's been scoring an absolute ton of goals and getting a load of assists all year? Is not in the nominees. I'm not sure what that means. Haaland over Messi, in your opinion? Need more than one Argentinian. Romero was class. If Emi was at a different club, would that be a factor? Well, if you copy and pasted his performances for every single game to a different club, no. No. If Araujo doesn't get injured, he's definitely a nominee. Yeah. Unbelievable. How does Team of the Year work? Do they update weak foot and skill moves? Sometimes, yes. Sometimes, yes. Enzo Fernandez for World Cup performance. You can't give someone a Team of the Year because they played good in 7 games. Ben, yes. Courtois over Martinez. Yep. Yep. Then why is Messi getting one? We've been over this a million times. If you don't watch PSG, then I can understand you not thinking that Messi should get a Team of the Year because you just don't know. But, yeah. Theo Hernandez's last defender, believe he covers centre-back occasionally. Sonny, exactly. How do you do it? You go on EA's tweet or website or whatever, and you click the link and go and do it there. Rodri over Tchouaméni is a crime? That's insane. You're picking names and that's it. Yeah, Rodri is the most attractive name out of the whole team, to be fair, as is Thiago Silva. Do I think Ronaldo at least deserves a nomination? He shouldn't be close to getting in, but he should be a nominee over some of the ones that are. Same with Madders not getting a nominee. Obviously, he doesn't get in the team, but how he didn't get a nominee is mental. Mental. Life of a streamer, don't know how you can deal with this. It's a lot easier to deal with people that are going to be in the stream for about 5 minutes, say that I'm wrong, and then leave. Rather than someone that would potentially be in the streams every single day, constantly saying that you're just... Yeah, I don't know. Team of the Year is 2022. Why shouldn't Ronaldo get one if it's about the year rather than the season? Because he hasn't done enough over the year. Hasn't done enough over the year. You don't think Madders would ever with the club performance? Yeah. If you copy and pasted Madders' stats and performances onto a bigger club, he'd have a nominee. He'd have a nominee. There's probably other players from other leagues that are exactly the same as well. But yeah, I need to decide on one last centre-back to get this over and done with. Harsh, no. Ronaldo's not a nominee, no. You've gone Courtois, Cancelo, Thiago Silva, Van Dijk, Hakimi, Valverde, Modric, Bellingham, Messi, Mbappe, Benzema. No KDB. It's bold. If Maddison was at City or Liverpool, he'd be a nominee. Rodri instead of Casemiro was a coin flip, yeah. Do I think Foden deserved to be a nominee? Probably not over Madders. Centre-back by far the hardest as Alaba and Stones weren't nominated. No Rudiger's criminal. Tomori has to be considered. He's been best centre-back in Serie A for 2 years. Ronaldo would be 12th man on full. Yeah. Yeah. Clearly Van Dijk, I'm doing research to justify not putting him in. By research, do you mean watching football all year? If so, then yeah, I guess that is research. Right, Romero, Van Dijk, Militao, Marquinhos. Who do we rule out? Marquinhos. Militao, Van Dijk, Romero. SW, I just have different opinions. People only saying Van Dijk because he used to be the best defender in the world. Researching on random players like Romero on Google. I was checking to see when he got injured because I thought he was injured at the start of the year. So, sorry. Sorry for that. Am I live on Twitch? I'm live on YouTube. I stream on YouTube and TikTok at the same time. So, if you are new and you want to see more streams, videos, as well as shorts, then you can subscribe. And that would be amazing. That would be amazing, because we're on the road to 100k subs, and we need your help. Thiago over Otamendi is criminal. That might be the craziest sentence that's been said today. Acuna should be left back at home. Yeah, he should. Bez, thank you very much for the generosity. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Haaland. What's Otamendi done? Played well for 7 games. And apparently that means more than a whole year. Dylan, yes, he has. What is mental to me is the amount of people that are surprised at Rodri. These guys must not watch Man City. Or they must only care about goals. Why Thiago Silva? Because these are clearly the 2 most contentious ones in my team. Bez, that is true. but it doesn't mean that they mean more than the whole of the rest of the year. Rodri absolutely bosses the midfield every game, basically drops an 8 or higher out of 10 every single match. Runs the game, wins the ball back all the time, progresses the ball forward an insane amount. Has scored some clutch goals. One towards the end of the season, wasn't it? Thiago Silva is just phenomenal and is just still so good. At his age, it's ridiculous how calm he is and how well he reads the game. If Chelsea didn't have him, people think they're doing bad now. Without Thiago Silva, I'd be terrified to see how bad they'd be doing. Trent isn't a nominee. Neither is Rudiger. Yeah, Casemiro over Rodri. I wouldn't argue with anyone that says Casemiro over Rodri. For me, I think it's basically a coin flip between the two of them. But I think Rodri, for me, just the tiniest bit. Clutch goal against Swiss. It's true. But I don't think winning a team prize means anything in terms of how good you were individually. Centre-back. Yeah, centre-back's the hardest one for me. I don't think anyone's been phenomenal. Like, normally, in most positions, there's at least one standout player. Standout player. You said Silva isn't even top 10 centre-backs. Oh my god. That is mental. That is mental. Would pick Alaba if he was an option. If Alaba was an option, he'd be in my team. He would be in my team. Which kind of makes me want to go with Eder Militao. Because I can't go with Alaba or Rudiger here. I don't really want to choose him. But kind of because I want to choose those others that aren't there makes me want to go for him. But I think Romero's had a better year than Militao. So that makes me want to go with him. And then he won the World Cup on top of it. No, it doesn't count for nothing. Tomorrow did win the Serie A title, yeah. Virgil nearly won quadruple and also had a great World Cup. I don't agree with that. James has carried Chelsea. They're 10th without him. I've said again, if Reece James had not got injured, I think he probably would have walked this position. But his injuries just cost him too much. Regular start was good like 2 months. I agree. I think Alaba's the guy. You know what? Let's just do it. No, can I put... Oh, he's been so good. Liverpool's defence is just getting worse and worse. Van Dijk's turning into a guy that just backs off all the time nowadays. Oh, God. It feels wrong to potentially do this. But it also just seems to make the most sense. Yeah, Liverpool not been as good. How do we vote? You can go to EA's Twitter and click the link there, or go to their website. User, because he's just been ridiculously good. Romero good in World Cup, but not the entire year. See, I don't agree. Because I feel like Spurs' defence when Romero in there is... like, he is the best that they have. I mean, their right-back situation is a joke. Absolute joke. Nunez, stop ignoring you. Oh, no. Why is no one mentioning Silva? Many people have questioned why I have Thiago Silva. I keep explaining it, but obviously you get new people joining the stream like every 5 seconds that keep asking it. I don't go through the full reasoning every single time someone asks. Next to him they have what? Like Eric Dyer. Who even plays left back for Spurs right now? Ben Davies is like left centre back. Perisic left wing back at times. How am I having a mind blank here? Who am I forgetting? Someone please help. Sessegnon sometimes, yes. So like, and yeah, Doherty, Emerson Royale. He's their best one comfortably. Other than, yeah, Perisic, but Perisic is better going forward than defensively. Spence basically never plays. Grant Hanley, that's a great shout. Wesley Hoolahan? Koulibaly, no. Harry, I agree. Bellingham, why aren't you talking about him? I feel like Bellingham just falls a bit... Like, I want a DM here, and then I want two further forward. I don't feel like... I feel next, like 2023, I would be amazed if Bellingham doesn't walk into the team as one of the first names. I'd be amazed. His improvement, like, it's exponential. He's just going up so quickly. Lisandro Martinez isn't even there. Jake, I don't agree. Let's do it, okay? It's controversial, but we've given our reasons. He's going in. Oh, God. Do I actually agree with myself? I think so. Right. Here we go. Let's give final reasons for each player before we submit this. It doesn't look right, but it feels right. It doesn't look right at all. Amrabat. Yeah, Amrabat was great all year. No one had heard of him before the World Cup, but he's, yeah, definitely team of the year. A Spurs player doesn't look right, and it doesn't feel right, but he is so good. What's Thiago Silva done? Been an absolute beast. Edgiest centre-back duo you've ever seen. I can already imagine. Like, the plan is to upload this with, like, a tiny explanation for each one as a TikTok and at, like, a YouTube short and everything. I'm going to get slated in the comments because people are going to... Like, I just took, like, an hour and 10 minutes to choose these players. And yet, sadly... Obviously, like, if I do it as, like, a TikTok or something, you don't get that full discussion where I explain everything in massive detail. Massive detail. Instead, you get a, like, 5-second explanation for each player. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Oh, this is the good part about Team of the Year. You get great discussions and you get people calling you a moron and stuff like that. Oh, God. You say Saliba's better than Romero. Why don't you choose Saliba, even though he's not in the options then? Not too late to change the right centre-back. But I don't feel like there's a justification to put people in ahead of him. I feel like centre-back is the hardest position this year because I don't think anyone has been... Like, you know when Van Dijk had that season where he was genuinely unstoppable? Absolutely unstoppable. That was one of the first names on the team sheet. I don't think... To be honest, I'm not sure any of the defenders are that clear of anyone else. Any of them. But who thinks, oh yeah, Romero, what a season. But that's the same with all of them. That's the same with all of them. Two centre-backs are way off, but there's been no outstanding ones, to be fair. Then it can't be way off. That's the point. People think of Bellingham, what a season. I think they think of Bellingham, what a season, based on the World Cup. Mainly. Best option is Alaba and Silva. Alaba isn't an option, otherwise he would be in there. I don't understand why he's not a nominee. The centre-backs are just all personal opinion this year, no outstanding ones this year. This based on 2022, yes. Trippier for Romero, Newcastle player, needs to be in there. He's not a centre-back, though. People are blinded by Van Dijk's past. Where's Rudiger? He's not there. He's not a nominee. Neither is Alaba. Added Newcastle's rebuild. Hakimi was good. Yeah. As I say, I think the defence this year is the most contentious part of the squad. I feel like you could pick a different right back, different left back, and two different centre backs. And depending on who you go with, I probably wouldn't be able to argue very strongly against it. Because I don't think anyone in any of these four positions over the whole year has been like, it's them. It's them. No Liverpool players. No. If Mane had kept up his outrageous start to the year, then he could have got in there, definitely. Hakimi baller, what you saying? Hakimi is a baller, but I don't think that he's been levels above any of the other right backs to the point where he is a lock-in for the squad. Mohammed, are you talking to me or someone else? Acuna, no. Kind of agree with the defence. Now everyone may have a different back line this year. You're going to see a lot of different 11s this year. I feel like in previous Team of the Year votes, 9 out of the 11 would be the same in basically everybody's team. Not this year. Not this year. Ainley, cheers. Rudiger not in over Romero. Rudiger isn't nominated. Neither's Alaba. Who would I say gets the 12th man? Haaland. Haaland sells the most packs or Neymar, so they'll make one of those two 12th man. Messi done nothing but win the World Cup. You don't watch him play, clearly. Bundesliga. As I say, Bundesliga is the top 5 league that I watch the least. So I don't watch, like, when I do watch it, it will be Bayern or Dortmund, but I don't watch every single week. So it is hard for me to comment on that compared to the other leagues. If I watched every single game of every single league, maybe I'd have a couple of changes. But I can't. I can't. Messi doesn't deserve it. I disagree. Messi last year was really, really good. Got an absolute ton of assists. And was running games. He just didn't score an absolute ton of goals because he was playing a little bit further back and getting unlucky in front of goal with a load of woodwork hits and stuff like that. Was then comfortably player of the tournament and has had an outrageous amount of goal involvements this season already. If it's based on 2022, Son and Salah should be their Golden Boot winners. Why are you talking about last like season but not the rest of the year? That was team of the season. That's very different to team of the year. Team of the year, you have to take like the second half of last season, any international tournaments, and then the start of this season. I'm a Leicester fan. Leicester fan. Yeah, Trippier. I feel like there will be votes for Trippier, there will be votes for Theo Hernandez, there will be votes for Reece James. The defence is really hard. Casemiro and Rodri's a coin flip. I know you don't watch Bundesliga, but what about Gvardiol? Again, I haven't seen... I've seen him in the Champions League, but I've hardly seen him in the league. So I don't know how he's been week in, week out. What about Vinny? Salah was honking from January anyway. Yeah, when Salah came back from, what, AFCON? He was nowhere near as good. Messi and De Bruyne are the only certains. Literally won the Ballon d'Or. Benzema, yeah. He did. Yours is the same as mine, but you had Bellingham, Enzo, and Haaland over Modric, KDB, and Mbappe. I'm intrigued as to why you would go with Enzo over one of those guys, because I'm assuming you've based that on the World Cup, a massive amount, but then you've dropped Mbappe, even though he got Golden Boot at the World Cup, and has scored a ton. It's based on the whole of 2022. Haaland will get 12th man, in my opinion. Or, more people will vote for Haaland because he's Prem, and Benzema will get 12th man. That's what I think. Mane for Rodri. Why not Salah? Because I don't think Salah's had an incredible year. You choose Casemiro, but everyone has their own opinion. Hakimi shouldn't be there. Again, the defense is the hardest part. Where to do it? On EA's website. What are those centre-backs? The hardest part of the team to choose. That's what they are. Where's Neymar? Nah. Modric is the only change you make. Valverde has to be in there, surely. I think it's close between Valverde and Modric, but Modric doing very, very well and had a better World Cup. Not after Benzema won Ballon d'Or, he'll be starting 11. We'll see. We'll see. Emiliano Martinez. I think Courtois. Courtois was, with Benzema, Courtois was Real Madrid's player of the season. Won him a Champions League. Erdegaard. Right, let's record our little reasons so that we can actually upload this as a clip. Right, I've just finished my incredibly contentious... No. What am I trying to say? Yeah. I've just finished my incredibly contentious Team of the Year vote. Let me know your thoughts. And if you want the full reasons for them, I did a whole stream on it on YouTube. Go and check it out. We had a discussion for an hour. In goal, Thibaut Courtois. Phenomenal for Real Madrid. Won them the Champions League as well. The defense is the hardest part of this team. Cancelo was the best fullback in the world for at least like the first 7 months or so. Hakimi's my choice for right back because I think it's really hard to choose one. Somehow Alaba is not a vote at centre-back. And so I've gone Thiago Silva, who is one of the most underrated defenders in the Prem, and Romero, who is the only good player in Spurs' defence and was phenomenal for Argentina in the World Cup as well. What's Benzema ever done? You clearly have like never watched a Real Madrid game in your life, have you? Rodri I've gone with over Casemiro as basically a coin flip. Guy is so good. Both of them are. Modric has had another really good year, both at club level, being pivotal to the Champions League and League, and then in the World Cup as well. And De Bruyne has just been incredible again, especially this season as well, linking up with Haaland. Had a bit of a stinker of a World Cup, but I think over the year still deserves it. Might be the most controversial centre-back pairing anyone's chosen, I know. I know. Kareem the Dream, I think, will get it over Haaland because Ballon d'Or carried alongside Courtois Real Madrid to everything last season. Phenomenal player. Mbappe has been a joke as per usual. Won the Golden Boot at the World Cup as well. Puts up crazy numbers. He's just too good. And Messi, who was overhated last season, actually got a ton of assists, was really good in a lot of games. Obviously won the World Cup, was the best player there, and has been phenomenal this season. Let me know your thoughts. I'm bound to get a ton of hate, but hit me. Okay. Right. He did get a lot of assists. What are you talking about? Rodri's an awful pick. If you only care about goals, then I'd say so. Messi didn't win a trophy. What? What are you talking about? George, my goodness, that's a long time. That is a very long time. But yeah, I'm not really sure what you mean that like Messi didn't win a trophy. You do realise they didn't win the league the season before. I'm assuming you only mean club level. Because obviously won the World Cup. Peter, hello. YouTube people, how are you doing? If you enjoyed the stream, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, just like George, Gangster, and Jamie did earlier. We're on the road to 100k subs, and we need your help. So thank you to any of you guys that are joining us. Really appreciate you helping us try and slowly but surely push towards that target. You're absolute legends. Anyone on TikTok, if you want to come on over, then make sure you hit that sub button. You can vote now. Yes, Team of the Year is for league performance, not international. That's complete and utter BS. It's for the best players throughout 2022. Aaron, that's because I don't think any of them were phenomenal enough to put them in the team over the year. So, yeah. How many of my picks do I think will actually be in Team of the Year? I think Courtois will. I think Hakimi will. I think Cancelo will. I don't think my centre-back choices will be in. I think people will go with, like, Militao, Van Dijk, something like that. So I think Courtois, Hakimi, Cancelo, De Bruyne, Modric, Messi, Mbappe. I think Haaland will get in over Benzema, and then Benzema will get 12th man. Where's Nunez? Nunez is not even close to touching my team. Gus, you keep saying Messi didn't win a trophy. You're completely wrong. So if you keep lying, we'll just ban you. Get out of here. Or you're either lying or just don't understand how completely wrong you are. Roger over Casemiro has to be some sort of joke. It's basically a coin flip. Basically a coin flip. Romero is wild. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It is. But, YOLO. Scott, your comment is that's one of the most hypocritical comments I've ever seen. Remove Romero, add Virgil. No. Nkunku, I'd be amazed if Nkunku gets it. It'll get an honourable mention card. How do you stream like you are? Using the TikTok Live Studio. McGregor, hello, how's it going? Neymar, I'd be amazed. Why Messi not disagreeing? Just want to understand why. He's been amazing this season. Was also the player of the tournament comfortably at the World Cup, which obviously means quite a lot. And also didn't have a bad season last year. The standards just set by him over the years are so high that by his own standards, he wasn't insane. But by everybody else's standards, he was still sick. I'm not putting Berghaus in. Deary me. That is my team, yeah. What's Cancelo done? Cancelo... was basically like the best fullback in the world. And I just think it's very, very hard to choose the defense. Very hard. Why Rodri? Because Rodri is a beast in basically every single game that Man City play. And is underappreciated. You reckon Theo Hernandez on left back and Cancelo on right back? If you play people out of position, then you change at least one of these centre-backs for another full-back. Definitely. I just don't think the centre-backs have been good enough to really choose between. It's hard. So, yeah, if you're not playing everyone in position, you could put Theo Hernandez, you could put Cancelo on the right, you could put, like, Trippier in for one of the centre-backs or something like that. My Clueless. I don't know what that means. Mbappe over Neymar. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Will there be a Twitch stream later? The plan is, yes. Cancelo plays right back. Cancelo got team of the season last year by playing left back pretty much every single game. This year it's been a bit different, or this season it's been a bit different. But for the majority of the year, left back. Mateus! Obrigado! Agree apart from Emi Martinez in goal. Casemiro should be there. Casemiro you could easily put in instead of Rodri, and I wouldn't argue with you about that. Put Benzema instead of Haaland. Yep, carried his team to the league and Champions League and won the Ballon d'Or. Bro is stuck in a loop because new people carry on joining. Yeah. Yeah. Only been different as Walker's been injured, or he'd still be on the left IMO. Yep. Yep. I agree. Team of the Year starts next Friday. So let's put this together as a video so everyone can cry about it on that as well. Oh, God. We knew there was going to be controversy with it. Not this much. Okay, right. Let me turn this into a proper TikTok then, so I can just upload it. Streamlabs to TikTok cam crop. Is that the right thing? No, that's the wrong thing. TikTok. Recording. Placement. TikTok crop. No, what is going on here? TikTok. Cam crop new. TikTok cam. How is this all so wrong? What is happening here? Sorry. I don't understand. What is going on here? How is this so difficult for me? Right, and then we need a crop on the bottom. And then we'll catch up with the chat and stuff after that. I apologise that I won't respond for a minute. I've just got to make this into a video. Okay, for everyone to complain about. Okay. Right. So we need to scale this up, and we need to put that at like 600%. Oh, balls. One sec. One sec. I'm not sure if I've got this under a minute is the problem, because that's what it needs to be for shorts and everything like that. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Oh god, I can already see the comments just being so mental on this. It's gonna be it's gonna be terrible. Liverpool won the most games in. Oh, I need to. Let's play that in the background. Who are the options under my face cam? They're random midfielders. Literally won the Ballon d'Or. Yeah. You're a Liverpool fan yourself, but wins aren't everything. Didn't get trophies or a league title. ATZ, hello. How's it going? Not Messi, it's for the year, not half a season. You don't watch PSG. What are you doing with Rodri, Romero, Thiago, and not Theo? We've just talked about it for an hour. Messi does deserve it. Where Doan? Yeah. Yeah, there's no way I've edited this down enough. Yeah, this is not going to be short enough. We're going to have to somehow cut it down. Ah, I really need to cut this down. That's already over, and I've still got like 4 more players to do. Right, we're going to have to record it again, I think. How did I start this off? Romero been better than all the centre-backs this year, won the World Cup. People don't understand this as a calendar year. Yeah. How do you vote? You go onto EA's Twitter or... Okay. Or their website. Right, let's record. Here we go then. Right. I just finished my controversial Team of the Year vote after an hour-long discussion on stream. Let's go through it. And also let me know your thoughts in the comments. Trent wasn't an option, Philip. Courtois was one of Real Madrid's best players in winning the league and Champions League. Courtois, pivotal to winning the league and Champions League. So good. Defense is super hard this year. Cancelo was the best fullback in the world for a good chunk of it. Hakimi had a good year and a great World Cup. Thiago Silva, one of the best centre-backs in the Prem, been phenomenal for Chelsea trying to glue them together when they're going through this mess. Same with Romero for Spurs, their best defender by a mile and also won the World Cup. Very hard choices though. If you're not putting that in the list of contenders... He's literally not a nominee. I'm not sure what your point is. I chose Rodri over Casemiro on a coin flip because they've both been phenomenal. Modric doing what he's doing at his age in both League, Champions League and World Cup just is mad. And Kevin De Bruyne has been amazing and looks even better now with Haaland in the team. Benzema and Courtois carry job means he's in there again. Also won the Ballon d'Or. Mbappe scoring goals for fun. Tons of assists. World Cup Golden Boot. What more do you want? And then Messi, best player at the World Cup by a mile. Loads of goal involvements this season. And also overhated last season. Let me know your thoughts overall. I know it's contentious. But I'm intrigued. There we go. Hopefully we can cut that down enough to be a TikTok. Romero won the World Cup. You don't think he did, but his team did. That's the exact team you did. The scenes. Get the centre-backs out. Nah, you're all right. You're all right. These centre-backs... Ballers. Right, let's try and cut this down then. Here we go. Oh, you idiot. You absolute moron. What the hell are you doing? You clown. Right. Let's put this back in here. Idiot. Absolute fraud of a person. Copy. Paste. Copy. Paste. Now we can put the music back on, and we'll get back to reading comments and stuff in a second. I've just got to turn this into a tickety-tock and stuff. And hopefully we've cut this down enough. Right. What is that zoom level saying? That's about right. There we go. Okay. Okay. And then we need to put that there. Why am I still hearing this when I'm not playing it? Okay, here. Oh, goodness sake. I tried to keep this brief. Okay. This is so hard to get this down under a minute. You put Benzema on just because he won the Ballon d'Or? I mean, there's a reason he won the Ballon d'Or. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is close. Right. Did we manage to cut this down enough? So that ends at 42. Oh my god, I need to cut out like 1 second or 2 seconds. Right. Here. If I cut that there. There. I think we have it. 41. Oh, it's the tiniest bit over. No, where can I shave a tiny bit of time? Let's do that. Let's cut that out. Right, okay, we have our TikTok. Oh my god, it's going to be... The comments are going to be horrible. But I'm ready. I'm so ready. Okay, let's add some captions to this, and then it's nearly 6 o'clock content. Stoichkov runs out in a couple of minutes if you haven't done him. Right. Put Nunez in. Nah, you took Valverde over Rodri and Gvardiol over Thiago Silva. Mm-hmm. Courtois over Alisson. Definitely, yeah. This is Team of the Year vote, yes. What's your reason behind no Van Dijk? I just don't think he's been good enough. You'd have Theo over Cancelo. Think he has more goals and assists, but close. Mm-hmm. Your team exactly the same as yours with Casemiro for Rodri. Frimpong over Hakimi. I swear people only know Frimpong exists because of Danny Arrows. If this is based on last season, why is Messi in it? He was poor last season. He wasn't poor. He was poor by his outrageous standards, but he was still better than most people. Also, it's based on the whole year. The man won a World Cup and has been great this year. It's not team of the season for last season, guys. It's team of the year. Put Nunez is because of the song. Yeah. Haaland, not Benzema. I've just... Hello, what's going on here? I've just finished... Controversial team of the year vote after an hour-long discussion on stream. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Courtois, pivotal to winning the league, Champions League, so good. Hard this year. Okay. Benzema, Courtois. What more do you want? What am I trying to say here when it says that? Oh, and then. Okay. Right, okay, let's add these captions and then let's upload this and set this dumpster on fire. Oh, God. This is a kind of TikTok that I hope doesn't blow up because it's just going to be everyone arguing in the comments. Everyone's going to be arguing so much. Alright, minus 250. Nope, minus 200. And then we add this. Nope, we add this stroke. With a 10. Right, let's export this video. And let's upload it on everything. It will lag the stream a little bit. Team of the year vote. Just for 1 minute. You already lost 100k on Golden Mbappe. Should you sell him or hold? Hold, why not? Thank you to the people sending gifts and stuff on TikTok. You're absolutely incredible. Thank you anyone that's tuning in. Thank you anyone that's spamming the likes. Thank you anyone that is following. Thank you everybody on YouTube that is hitting the thumbs up. It makes a massive, massive difference. So thank you so much for the likes. And if you haven't already and you enjoy the streams, you enjoy the videos, you enjoy the shorts and little clips that we upload as well, if you want to see more, we're uploading and doing stuff every single day. You can subscribe. It's completely free. If you change your mind in the future, that's perfectly fine. If you want to know anything about my channel, my streams, my videos, myself, whatever, ask it in the chat and I'll do my best to answer all of it. But yeah, if you want to see more, please consider subscribing. We're on the road to 100k subs and we need your help because without new people, we're not going to hit our goal. So if you want to help us out, why not? Why not? Ugh. Put in Nene. I would love Nene to get it, but I don't think he will. Thank you, thank you, thank you again for all the roses and all the gifts from everybody. You are amazing. Thank you. Borna, thank you very much for subbing on YouTube. You're a hero. Now I need to upload this clip so everyone can cry about it on the internet. And as I say, it is about to be 6 PM. So let's get this uploaded ASAP. In case we need to do another upload for 6 PM content, depending on what we get. Okay, let me see what's going on here. Okay. Cool. Any chance he bounces back since he'll be out of packs during Team of the Year? I've said the same thing. Potentially, yes. Mane second in Ballon d'Or. Yeah. Jorginho came third in the Ballon d'Or. That doesn't mean I put him as third best player in the world that year. If Haaland's not in this year's Team of the Year, you know it's a fraud. He'll get he'll get 12th man. Benito, hey, how you doing? The centre-backs are very contentious. You're going to sleep on whole Real Madrid team? Me? No. If Alaba was a centre-back option, he'd be in instantly. Right, the YouTube stream is probably going to lag for the next 45 seconds whilst the rest of this short gets uploaded. Hopefully it's very, very quick. 30 seconds left. Okay, that's uploaded. Mbappe usually drops about 200k during Team of the Year. Oh. No Bellingham. Araujo isn't an option. Is that Romero? Yeah, it is. Centre-back options are so weird. That's because there's no standout options. Feel like no defender had a good year. Thank you! Well, not a good year, but no one had a phenomenal year. That's why the defense is so hard to choose. I cannot believe that Alaba is not an option, though. He would have been the defender that I would have put in. Araujo has... Barcelona with Araujo in the team is worlds apart. He's fantastic. Neymar, I don't think so. A lot of people have said Trippier, yeah. You can put fullbacks in at centre-back, but I wanted to do it properly and put 2 fullbacks, 2 centre-backs. Otherwise, yeah, you could put Theo and Trippier in instead of 2 of the centre-backs. Why are you putting Messi in? Because he's had an unbelievable year. TikTok must be a blessing for content creators. A blessing and a curse. It is, Ooh. It's certainly interesting. That's what I'll say. Oh, it's just gone 6 PM. Let's see what we've got. Where's my controller here? Van Dijk over Romero personally. Fair. Who let Rodri in? People with ball knowledge. It's him or Casemiro. So you have 200 over there. Yeah, TikTok streams normally do quite well in terms of the amount of people that are in them. Raul Garcia is the new Centurion SBC. 4-star, 3-star. It's okay. It's nothing special. What does it require? That can't be expensive. An 83 with a team of the week. That's the level of SBC that we got today. Did we get any upgrades or anything as well? No. Is that it? Just that? Let me quickly check Twitter in case I'm missing something somewhere. Fabrizio Romano, as of 3 minutes ago, exclusive. Oh, you know what? I might as well just show you it on the screen. Man United have reached full verbal agreement to sign Wout Weghorst. 3 mil to Besiktas. He'll join on loan from Burnley. Oh, the new first owner Fiesta reset, and that's it. Content was poor. Mad. Okay, well, we definitely don't need to Okay. Let's just do this. Okay. So let me quickly change the tags on this short. Team of the year, team of the year, team of the year. Votes, voting, nominee, nominees. My team of the year. I think that'll do. Right, okay. I think that is ready to be uploaded everywhere and to get a lot of hate. Oh god, I'm scared. Although I do feel justified in what I say. It's still terrifying to put it out into the world on anything other than a live stream. Okay. Oh god, the chat is so quick. How Rudiger and Alaba not in nominees? Yeah, I don't know. Valverde surely gets mentioned. He has been mentioned. The players that have been close that have missed out: Bellingham, Valverde, Haaland, Theo Hernandez, Reece James, Trippier, maybe Militao, Van Dijk. Have the exact same team as this guy, just edged to Militao instead of Romero. You know ball. Messi doesn't deserve a team of the year. Had a shocking year apart from the World Cup. That is utter BS. Utter BS. Controversial shorts and TikToks tend to be the ones that blow up. I know. Which is why it's scary. But that should now be... Oh god, I'm clicking post on every platform. It's out there in the world now. It's on TikTok. It's going out to Insta right now. It's not BS, it's factual. Look at his stats. Hey, he got an absolute ton of assists, didn't he? And he's also had an absolute ton of goal involvements this season so far. You're right. You are right. Are you also saying, Sam, that the team around him did more in the World Cup than Messi? Even though he was the one that scored in every single round for the first time ever and was comfortably the player of the tournament. Nominees don't come out in-game. Like, there's no packable content for nominees. No packable content. Right, there we go. Everything is up. It's on Insta, it's on TikTok, it's on YouTube. Oh, well, there we go. It's out in the world. Messi didn't score in every World Cup game. He scored in every round of the World Cup, which is something no one has done before. If you save packs, will you be able to say pack team of the years? Yeah. Yeah. Eder Militao instead of Romero. That's fair. Valverde, close. Neymar, don't think so. So many Messi haters. I think the only thing EA might have added today is 8 moments you've not noticed before. Oh yeah, maybe they did some of those as well. You gotta go, Lewis, in a bit. Thank you very much for being a part of the stream. Cheers, Jiv, for following. Saliba isn't an option. Vote Darwizzy. Imagine that they genuinely actually took everybody's votes and everyone just put in someone like Darwin. Haaland deserves one. Have to put him in. Broke a major Prem record and is a machine. I think most people would be putting Haaland in based on nothing to do with Dortmund whatsoever and purely to do with how he's been for Man City since he joined. Rudiger not over Romero. Rudiger isn't a nominee. People who say Messi had a bad year don't know ball. Exactly. Casemiro over Rodri is a coin flip out, yeah. You took Messi only because of the World Cup. It's just not true. Put Rudiger in. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure. Let's go to the defenders and let's go and take... Oh. Oh, they must have removed him. Must have removed him. You'd say someone like Enzo Fernandez and Mbappe both perform better than Messi. I disagree. Enzo Fernandez was very good. I don't think Mbappe was better. Mbappe literally disappeared for a couple of games. Reece James... Reece James is, yeah. I think if Reece James hadn't had his big injuries this year, he'd probably be everybody's #1 defender choice. But I feel like they killed his chances. You're not even a Messi hater. You think he's a brilliant player. He just has not individually played a better throughout 2022 than Haaland. Oh. Oh, crap. That's sorted. Oh, transfer marks is working now. Why is this so hard to find? Oh! Where's Erdegaard? You're crazy. Valverde's good. Vinny is great, but hasn't been better than them. Caleb, that's interesting. You're still doing this. I mean, that's what today is all about, the big discussion. Goes to show the standard Messi has set for himself. Any other player gets 65 goals, assists, and everyone would be putting them in their teams. Yep. 65 goals and assists this year is apparently not enough to get you in Team of the Year. Madness. You've been at it for hours. That's because these conversations go on for hours, because we get loads of new people in to talk to. Haaland's the best tracker in the world at the minute. Dominance on the pitch is amazing. Doing it in the best league in the world. Doing things no one else has done. Yeah, but hasn't been doing that the whole of 2022 is the thing. I think this would be better as 4-2-4. Not possible though. Haaland will get 12th man, yeah. Casemiro completely changed the Man U team. It's a coin flip between him and Rodri. Famber? No. You think Messi had a better year? Yeah, exactly. It's based off the 12 months. Reece James is... maybe. How's Romero ended up there? Because the centre-back choices are crap, and for some reason they didn't put Alaba as an option, otherwise he'd instantly be in for me. The choices just aren't great this year. And so I put in who I thought deserved it. Rudiger's not an option. You can put like fullbacks as centre-backs as well. You can also put another like more attacking midfielder instead of like a DM. But I wanted to play it to the formation that is set up and the positions that are set up. You go James, Bellingham and Vinny over Hakimi, Modric and Messi. Come on, man. It's mad. Vinny Jr. in the entirety of last season and this season combined, so that's obviously a few months in 2021, still doesn't have as many goal contributions and stuff as Messi has in the entirety of the year. I mean, he's good, but it is crazy the standards that Messi has set, that people don't think that what he does is enough. Crazy. You go to EA's website and that's how you do your vote. Or you think it's Van Dijk over Silva, then you think that's it. You're a Messi goat believer, you just think Vinny's been insane this calendar year. Again, he's been good, but Messi's been great. You say Messi could score 13 goals in 2 seasons in the French League. Haaland scored 21 goals in the Prem in 1 season. Sam, I don't... Why? Good God. Why do you think that goals matter, but like assists and every other thing in the world doesn't matter? If so, we may as well change everything. What midfielder scored the most? Put them in. What defender scored the most? Put them in. Come on. What's my defense? The hardest part of the team. He's a striker. Messi does not play as a striker. What do you mean? It's not about the last 5 months. It's about the whole year. Messi has 65 goal involvements over the year. And that isn't enough to be in Team of the Year. Are you mad? Are you mad? How's Romero in your team? Because it's very hard to choose. You think Messi has only got goal contributions in Liga and not the Champions League or the World Cup where he absolutely dominated? Come on, guys. Reece James over Hakimi is fair. Defense meh. I don't think there's a right choice for any of these positions. I think it's too hard. Casemiro over Rodri is a coin flip to me. Rudiger is not an option, so you can't put him in. It's because his name's Messi, people expect 100 goals and assists every year. Exactly. If Vinny Jr. had Messi's stats, if you flipped the stats of Messi and Vinny Jr. or something like that, people would be going mental over the numbers that Vinny Jr. has hit. But because it's Messi, it's not good enough. That's how you know that like Messi and Ronaldo have set standards that are so unattainable that they still put in insane numbers and it's not good enough. It's crazy. If you're considering him as an attacker, goals are the main contribution in your opinion. A goal is exactly the same as an assist in terms of a contribution. Unless it's a penalty. But then you can say the assist for the person that got fouled, I guess. But yeah. Tomori over Romero. Rodri not good enough for Team of the Year? I think so. Noah, yeah. He has been good. Again, if Reece James hadn't picked up multiple injuries this year, he'd probably be the only name on the defensive team sheet that would have been instantly, he's in. But I think the best part about this whole Team of the Year thing is, as I say, there is no... A goal is more important than an assist. That doesn't make any sense. Because an assist gives you a goal. You can't have an assist without the goal. It literally... I don't know. Yeah, the best part about these like votes and everything like that is every single person in this team, according to TikTok and YouTube, shouldn't be in there. Every single player has been moaned about by at least a few people. And so there is no right team. There is no correct vote. There is no... there is no starting 11 that is 100% correct. As I say, every single person in this team, people have argued shouldn't be in there for one reason or another. Erdegaard, no. Saliba isn't even an option. You must be an Arsenal fan. An assist can be a 2-yard pass sideways and then someone scores a 30-yard banger. That stat without context can be super misleading. As can the opposite. You could dribble past 7 people and then pass sideways for a tap-in into an empty goal. And that counts the same as that 2-yard pass before someone scores a screamer. You have it both ways. You don't even know what you're talking about. An assist can't be without a goal. Well, yeah. If someone doesn't score, then you don't get an assist. What do you mean? You can't get an assist if people don't score. What are you talking about? A goal can be made without an assist, but you can't get an assist without a goal. Because you can score a goal from the keeper throwing it out to you, and then you just intercept it and score. But you can't get an assist without a goal. Bro wants meta players instead of players that deserve it. Again, there is literally no right vote here. If you think that I would choose Rodri and Thiago Silva because I want the most meta FIFA team, you are mental. Why would I not have Neymar in here? What do you mean? What do you mean? Astro. Rudiger. Guys, if you're going to complain about someone not being in the team, you need to make sure that they're actually a nominee. You can't have Rudiger. He isn't there. Trent isn't there. Alaba should be in this team, but he isn't even there. He's not there. Why isn't he in there? Dunno. EA made their choices. And it feels like some of it is made off of purely the World Cup. Which is so... Like, why is Otamendi in here? But not Rudiger, Alaba, Trent, people like that. What's that? Come on. Man taking Team of the Year so seriously, been doing this for the last hour? This is my job. Creating content. And Team of the Year is good content because it creates a lot of discussions. Anton, yeah. Biragi. Man U have Casemiro and Bruno as options. I think that's it. Yeah. Mane in for Rodri. Mane would be in one of these two. I chose a DM for this position. I think it's a good choice, but you need Van Dijk over Thiago Silva. The centre-backs are the hardest part of the team. Ewan, I agree. Why not Haaland? He's been destroying this season because it's about the whole of 2022. You picked exactly the same squad? Boom. If you care that much, then you can vote for the people you want in there. Exactly. That's the thing. Like, people moan so much about, like, my choice. You also get a vote, guys. You can go and do your vote. It's not like... I tell you what. I tell you when moaning about other people's votes was very valid. Maybe it was like 3 or 4 years ago. But EA sent out, like Team of the Year whiteboards to the biggest, like, streamers and YouTubers. And they were the ones that put in their votes. That is very different to literally anyone in the world being able to vote. At that point, yes, there were some mental choices that people made, and we couldn't do anything about it. Whereas nowadays, everyone gets a vote. The website is just EA's site. They put out a tweet that links you to it as well. Your front three was Darwizzy, Gakpo, and Salah. You're not biased. No bias at all. Put Cancelo right back, Theo as left back. What's Romero doing there? Shoring up a terrible Spurs defence and winning a World Cup. Came across you 3 times over the last hour, sat watching the same screen. Boring. It's Team of the Year voting day, man. I'm not really sure what else you expect. The whole point of today on FIFA is that the Team of the Year vote is out, and so we have discussions about my choices, all of your choices, and stuff like that. Tomorrow we won't be sat on this screen because it won't be voting day. Spurs did nothing, so why does Romero deserve to be there? You don't have to have won team trophies to individually be great. You say the same about Thiago Silva. Is Rodri that good? Rodri is amazing. No way you put Romero in over Valverde. I mean, Valverde isn't a centre-back, so yeah. Messi over Vinny, comfortably. 65 goal involvements over the year. Best player at the World Cup as well. Come on. Antony, I agree. Do I think Valverde could be in? Potentially, yeah. You could put Valverde over Modric. Van Dijk instead of Thiago Silva. You'd love a draft instead of spending all afternoon on this. That'd be more entertaining. We can talk about Team of the Year while doing that. Could also put a small pick of mine in the corner. Unfortunately, it doesn't make business sense. To do that. That's Courtois. Oh, right, just the full Real Madrid team. You actually agree with this? Maybe Trippier, though, coming from a Newcastle fan. Rudiger, Alaba. Yeah. I can't believe that... I genuinely, I cannot believe that Alaba is not an option. Rudiger, I don't think has been as good as him. So I can slightly understand that. But Alaba not being there is a joke. John Stones not being there as well is also pretty dumb. Hi, exactly. Alaba wouldn't win anyway, you don't think? No, I'm not sure that he'd win. I would put him in. I would put him in. Rodri, yeah, Rodri's a baller. What team do I support? Leicester. We are an hour and a half away from starting 90 minutes of pure pain against Newcastle. How you doing? I'm doing great. Romero hasn't won anything. Watch along? No. Kind of swayed towards your side now. Tried picking your centre backs. It's so hard. It is. It is. Had a coma during the winter. Yeah. Valverde is close. Just because he won World Cup doesn't mean he's Team of the Year. No centre back out of the options is good enough for what or no centre back in the options has been as good as Team of the Year centre backs normally have to be. Ethan, thank you very much. Any Leicester players? Maddison should have had a midfielder nominee, but there was no way he would obviously get anywhere close. But he should have a nominee over some of the crap that's in there. Rudiger is not there. Alaba's not there. Trent's not there. Thoughts on Weghorst to United and Felix to Chelsea. I can't believe Felix has gone to Chelsea over United or Arsenal. Weghorst, I mean, it gives them an option, but... Xavi, yeah, I can understand that one. How's Rudiger not there? You'd put fullbacks at centre-backs, but that defeats the purpose of the centre-back position. Yeah, would I not suggest Koulibaly over Silva? No way! Koulibaly's flopped hard since he's come to Chelsea. He looks... what's the word? Out of his depth. As it stands. He may massively improve, but he looks out of his depth in the Prem. He's struggling. Does this mean everyone here is guaranteed a nominee card? No, there are no nominee cards. Why is Bremer there and Sula? Otamendi? How do you vote for the team of the year? You go to EA's website. Honourable mentions. No. There may be a team of honourable mentions, or we may just get a couple of objectives and SBCs. Prediction for 12th man. Who should? And for FIFA? Ooh. Honestly, 12th man for my team. Excuse me. Should probably be Casemiro or Valverde. What will it be? Haaland. I will be shocked if we do not get Messi, Benzema, Mbappe and Haaland by the end of Team of the Year, including the 12th man. Trippier is a decent shout as well. No Darwin equals L. How to divide opinion by showing the stream your votes. Your vote isn't the same as mine, but I'm not going to slate you like some for your opinion. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of... It's all part of it, isn't it? Like, if I didn't want the controversy and the... and the discussion and everything, then I wouldn't stream it. I'd just upload it. But I like hearing how outraged people get. You strongly agree with this? You'd love a Neymar team of the year. I would love a Neymar team of the year. Not that I'd probably ever be able to afford him, but... my God, he'd be unbelievable. I hope we get an honourable mentions team, even if they're not boosted up as much. Nathan, it's got to be done. It's got to be done. How do you vote? You go to... oh. EA.com. And you'll be able to go to the Ultimate Team and then vote for the Team of the Year there. Of course I'm putting Rodri over Saka. Bellingham, yeah. There's not many elite defenders right now anyway. Not that are performing consistently. When was the last Neymar team of the year? Oof. Don't know. Don't know. Otamendi over Romero. FIFA 18 apparently. Jesus. What are my earliest... oh, someone said 19. What are my earliest memories of watching Leicester? It was at Filbert Street. You know what? My earliest memory... of watching us, I don't know. My earliest Leicester football memory was the last game at Filbert Street, because I went on the pitch and took some grass home. But when we were at Filbert Street, I wasn't as involved or as interested in football, so I went and played Pokemon on my Game Boy. It's a 4-3-3. You have to go with a 4-3-3. Put Kulusevski in the team. No. Best performance of Leicester you've ever watched. Best performance? I mean, the 9-0, I guess. Don't know. What are you thinking tonight? That we'll lose 4-0, sadly. What am I doing on the centre-backs? Making a ridiculously hard choice based on the incredibly limited, poor options that we have. Had some prepare. Yeah, exactly, that's it. Do you remember winning the 2000 League Cup? No. Nope. Good centre-backs. Boom! Go on! Go on. Finally, someone that actually understands. It's very, very hard to choose the defence in this Team of the Year, man. It just... The options... No one's had outstanding full years. I mean, I see people putting, like, Bunu in their Team of the Year. It's just... painful. It is painful. What's this vote? Okay. So some of these votes on Twitter are interesting. Erdegaard, Team of the Year. What's this one? That one's fine. I'll give you that. Someone said Neps was terrible. What did he go with? Let's have a look. Nep went with Emi Martinez, Trippier, Van Dijk, Cancelo at centre-back, Hernandez, Kimmich, Modric, De Bruyne, Messi, Benzema and Mbappe. You can't base a year off the World Cup. Exactly. Bro has nothing to do. You've been with the same team for an hour. You're right. This is my job, is creating content. And so... having conversations and interacting with a load more people, that is what I'm doing today. That is the point of today's stream, is doing Team of the Year vote. You think defenders nowadays just aren't as committed to defending? It's now about how they can pass the ball forwards rather than centre-backs who love to defend. I agree. Astral, I mean, that is true as well. No, I'm not changing the team. You haven't even heard of some nominees? No, same. Same. That doesn't mean they haven't been good. It just means that surely if they'd been good enough to get into Team of the Year, that you would have been hearing mad things about them all year. You'd assume, right? Le Football, hello, how's it going? Casemiro could easily have been in for Rodri, but it's close. Do I reckon this will be the last time Messi will be nominated for Team of the Year? Depends how nuts he goes at PSG in 2023. This is for the year previous to this. Reece James could be in, but again, his crockedness in terms of his injuries is basically the thing that stopped him from being a set one. Schneet. He's got 65 goals and assists in 2022. If that isn't enough for you, mental. Obviously, you only pick the best players because you're boring and just want to use meta players. Ainsley, I know. That's what I mean. No, none of the defenders over the entirety of 22 have been outstanding. They've been good, maybe great, but not that world-class level that makes you think, bang, you're in my team. How's Rodri meta? Yeah, exactly. That's the crazy thing. People say I've chosen players because I think they'll be good on FIFA and they're meta. I've chosen Rodri and Thiago Silva, guys. What do you mean? Neymar would be in here ahead of Benzema if I wanted the best players on FIFA. I would have Theo Hernandez in here. I'd have Eder Militao, probably Tomori. Midfield, Bellingham would be in. Maybe Pedri. Valverde, probably. Attackers, yeah, you go Neymar, obviously, instead of Benzema. Darwin Nunez, of course. Of course. No matter what you do, there's always going to be someone disagreeing. Yeah. Where's Gvardiol? Didn't you watch the World Cup? Yeah. But my team of the year is not based on someone that played like 6 games. Out of a whole year. Otherwise, Amrabat is in my team. If it was Team of the World Cup, then it looks very different, doesn't it? Thiago, one of the best players to grace this generation in defence. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Best player of the next generation, but how much competition is there aside from Haaland, maybe Vinny, who can get to that level? Yeah, I'm not sure. Just chilling, hope you're well. I am well. I'm doing very well, thank you. Reason behind Romero. Why do you have Romero there? Because Spurs' defence is absolute garbage other than him. He is very, very good. And the difference when he is in the team compared to not is ridiculous when it comes to the defence. He's a warrior, a leader at the back as well. Basically, it's similar to Thiago Silva, but way more aggressive. And he also had a very good World Cup and obviously ended up winning it. The other centre-back choices just aren't great this year. The options for centre-back, there's no one that has been phenomenal in 2022 all year. IMO. Alaba should be a nominee and he should be in the team, but he's not even nominated. Otherwise, he'd be in for one of those two. We could see a world we get one centre-back and maybe a Theo. I wonder how they'll do it, though, because I imagine a lot of people's Team of the Year votes are going to have 3 fullbacks, at least. And so, are EA actually going to give us 3 fullbacks, or are they going to give us the most voted fullbacks and the most voted centre-backs? I feel like in the past we've had a back 4 that had 3 fullbacks. I swear I think it was a long time ago. But I swear we did. Let's quickly have a little look, shall we? FIFA 18 Team of the Year. Let's just go back here. Or maybe it was like 3 centre-backs and a full-back. What was this? Not that one. 17. It was 19, apparently. FIFA 19. Yeah. So FIFA 19, we had Marcelo, obviously left back, Ramos, Varane, and Van Dijk, 3 centre-backs. So, that does mean that there is a chance this year that the Team of the Year consists of 3 full-backs. Lewis, yep. I'll be stopping soon. How would you place Emi, Livakovic and Bunu basing it on World Cup? Probably Livakovic first. I think that's hard. I think it's very hard. In Europa League. Gvardiol has been good when I've seen him in Europe, but I haven't seen him week in, week out to put him in my team. This will be my submitted team, yes. I will submit it. We're just having a big discussion until about 7 o'clock. Is the plan. Casemiro could be in instead of Rodri. It's between those two. It is between those two. For me. Why you're not rate Thiago Silva like you didn't put Chelsea on his back? Thiago Silva isn't a flashy defender, so doesn't get as much credit as he deserves. Understand that, but you had to because of Europa and World Cup. Could be banned in the league. Don't know. Fair enough. Szczesny. Szczesny is probably the most underrated goalkeeper from the World Cup. He was very, very good. These are FIFA merchants. That's it. Rodri, not Valverde. Valverde's also had a very good year. If Cancelo gets one, people will play in midfielder. Oh yeah, like last year. Cancelo was unbelievable. I played Cancelo at striker last year. His card was that good. Hakimi, Modric. Lewandowski. I don't think Lewandowski gets in most people's votes. How are you still voting? I'm not still voting. My team's been set for ages. We're just talking about it. You've got to understand that on TikTok, right? The way that it works is it's not the same as like our YouTube stream just sort of like dwindles because you don't get as many fresh people in it. If you are new though, make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you. I need you. We are on the road to 100k subs on YouTube. We need every single new person possible. So if you want to help us out, please do subscribe. But on TikTok, it's very different. So you have new people joining the stream literally every second and then people leaving. So the amount of people that refresh in TikTok streams when there's this many viewers is literally constant. And so you have similar conversations over and over again, but with new people, new opinions and stuff like that. Whereas if I was only doing this on YouTube, I wouldn't still be on this screen because we would have had the conversations. But it's more about TikTok today going pretty mental. Cheers to the people following on TikTok as well. Patricia, that's perfectly fair. You think Cancelo is the only one who has to be in there? Every other defender is hard to pick. The thing is, Romero's underrated. Good ball knowledge. Cheers. I feel like Cancelo, I still don't think that he is an instant, oh my god, he definitely has to be in every single person's team. Because he had a fantastic last season. He wasn't great at the World Cup. He ended up getting dropped. And this season, with like Walker's injury and stuff like that, he's played some games on the right, some on the left. He's been put up at right wing at some points. He's been a bit worse this season because of this being shifted around everywhere. But he was so good last season, which is why I think I personally think he has to be in because of how good he was. But it depends how much recency bias you show. So you were debating Romero, didn't realise you were done with choices. Very sorry. No, don't be sorry. We have been here for a long time. 12th man Vinny, you think? No. Haaland gets 12th man for me, comfortably. Crunchy, an R, or R-I? R-L? It's hard to tell what that says. thank you very much for subbing. Welcome to the channel. Normally streams are not just us sitting looking at the same thing all the time, but today is a big discussion stream. Tomorrow we'll be back to normal. We'll be playing games, probably doing some drafts and objectives and stuff like that. It will be normal again, but today is Team of the Year voting discussion day. I chose Romero and not Van Dijk because Van Dijk just seems to be regressing. Romero is very, very good for Spurs. He's in a terrible defence around him, and he is the best one in it comfortably. Was also very good in the World Cup. He's a little bit hot-headed at times, which is basically his only real downside. But he's a very, very good centre-back. And, again, was a World Cup winner in the end as well. And the other choices just aren't that great. And I just don't think that Van Dijk's been as good. How do you see that? How do you see what? This? You can go on EA's Twitter or EA's website and find it. Did I actually watch? Yeah. Do I plan to do any Rocksmith streams in the near future? Probably tonight after the football. So probably at about 10 PM we do Twitch. But until then, until about 7 o'clock tonight, TikTok and YouTube. If you are on TikTok right now, I should say, yeah. YouTube is where I stream every day. So if you want to see streams, videos, and shorts, then come on over to the YouTube side of things and subscribe right now. Twitch I use for anything other than FIFA and football. So yeah, I may stream on it at about 10 o'clock tonight playing some guitar. How's Messi there? Because he's been amazing. Am I doing watch along on Leicester? No. I'm not sure I'd want to share my depression with the world. Why pick Thiago Silva? Similar reasons to Romero. He's in a defence that has not been incredible. He has been, outside of Reece James, who, again, has had his injuries as well, has been the guy with Chelsea. So good. And just a Rolls Royce of a defender is the classic phrase, isn't it? Just strolls through games like it's nothing. He's nearly 40 and he's still doing it as if he's 10 years younger. He is so good. So good. And again, the other options just aren't great this year. In a team wanting and capable of winning trophies. Coming up again. You agree with 5 of this team? It's better than none. Favourite club from Portugal? Don't have one. Leicester and Barca are the 2 clubs that I care about. That's it. Rodri's amazing, but there's a couple of people who deserve it over him, you think? Fair enough. Whoops. I think if Haaland gets a Team of the Year, he'll be a beast. Yeah, he will. I think he gets 12th man. And if he does get 12th man rather than being in the actual 11, that means he's in packs for less time. He's going to be significantly more expensive. It's going to be a joke. Half the people here are club biased. I mean, a lot of people will be club biased when it comes to Team of the Year and stuff like that. If they're a Liverpool fan, they'll automatically put Van Dijk in. A lot of them, etc., etc., and stuff like that. It's always going to be the case. Like, I'd be surprised if there's many Man U fans that would put Rodri in over Casemiro. Considering it's, in my opinion, pretty much a coin flip in the first place, they'll edge towards their player. And stuff like that. It makes sense. Do I think Mane deserves 12th man or in the team at all? I think Mane just got worse as the year went on, unfortunately, and so fell away from being Team of the Year contender. Icons are getting some sort of Team of the Year, aren't they? We are getting Team of the Year icons, and we're getting alternate reality icons. Really intrigued to see what the hell they do with that. Double last year was great at the World Cup. Yeah, I understand that. Where's João Felix? Nowhere near. Nowhere near. Why Rodri? Because Rodri balls out basically every game and is key to City being as good as they are. It would be great if there aren't many Haaland Team of the Years hanging around to ruin your day. I agree. The Kelvins, it's custom. Yeah. Join the live through a share invite. The absolute scenes. 115 new people on TikTok today. That's pretty mad. Thank you to the people that have followed. Thank you to the people that have gifted. I do appreciate you. If you have been on YouTube and you have enjoyed the stream, please do make sure you hit the thumbs up. If you're new and want to see more streams, videos, and shorts, make sure you subscribe. And again, if you're on TikTok, make sure you follow for more streams. We will be live again tomorrow, but tomorrow we will actually be playing games rather than sat having a like 3-hour-long discussion over the same thing. I know that some people may have got a little bit tired of this today, and I fully understand that because, especially if you're on YouTube rather than TikTok, where there's a lot more going on in the chat, I understand that, and I apologise. But tomorrow, we will be doing more games and stuff like that. So it will be back to normal in terms of FIFA streams. I support Leicester. Speaking of team news, here we go. Danny Ward, Timothy Castagna, Amati, Farce, Luke Thomas, and Ndidi, Tielemans, all Brighton. Perez, Barnes, Daka. You know what? If that's a 4-2-3-1 with Perez as a number 10, I don't mind it. If that's a 4-3-3 with Albrighton, it's somehow in like central midfield, then oh dear, oh dear. Chesney saves Messi's penalty. Oh, he must be team of the year then. KDH is injured. As is Sumare. Let's see the Newcastle team and see how badly we're going to get battered then. I predict 4-0 Newcastle if they put out a decent team. Nick Pope, Trippier, Cher, Botman, Dan Burn, Bruno Guimara, Sean Longstaff, Joe Willock, Almiron, Joel Linton, Callum Wilson. We're going to get battered. So I'm going to go and cry my eyes out for the rest of the night. And then we will be live on Twitch later to play some guitar and hopefully rock things out on Rocksmith. So thank you very much, everybody, for being a part of the stream. To the people that may have just arrived, I apologise for the timing. But hopefully I will see you tomorrow. We should be streaming afternoon going into evening FIFA and hopefully having a good time. So thank you everyone that's been a part of it. As I say, followers, gifters, etc., chatters on TikTok, love you. People that have hit the thumbs up, people that have subbed on YouTube, love you. Absolutely incredible. I will see you all tomorrow or on Twitch tonight for Rocksmith if you want to be a part of that. Anyone else that hasn't, if you want to give us one last follow or sub, I would appreciate that. But we will be live again tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy watching the football, unless you're a Newcastle fan, in which case I hope you have a horrible evening. I'll see you all in a bit. Good night, everybody. Goodbye.